Oh no!
Oh no! Oh yes!
No swear guarantee for the first 24 seconds.
For the first 30 seconds, we are not going to swear.
I can
And I could do
guarantee.
that countdown, which I probably shouldn't. How did you unmute yourself? It like mutes me automatically. Anyways, I guess I could put him back into this. This is the pre-show, the pre-show of the pre-show.
Double pre-show.
It's pretty. This is the
pre-show
pre-show for Shops Closed Podcast, the podcast where we talk about stuff and things and other stuff and things that are
not
also.
so much stuff.
We have a phenomenal show for you tonight. I'm pulling that word out of the hat and putting it out. We have a phenomenal show for you tonight because we got another segment that we've done once before. We're gonna do it again. It's called "What Does It Meme?" Where Brian's gonna be explaining some memes to us.
The best part is I don't understand meme culture.
You're gonna learn it's me. You're the one who posts all the memes. I like how this.
I don't know anything about memes.
Is this like an act that you try to put in front of everyone?
Is this Pepe like gold, or am I just guessing here?
Yeah, I just basically.
I just pick them at random. Like I have a dartboard in my house.
What about this weird Garfield naked? Is that funny? Yes. Okay, share it.
I didn't laugh, but maybe it's the funniest damn thing in the world.
People might find it funny in their own ways. So we got what do you meme is gonna be? That's gonna be pretty fun. We got like 4 or 5 memes that we're gonna be throwing out here. We might throw a what would you rather at Brian, and I think we should probably make you do some what would you rather's to us one of these times.
That's a good idea.
It's fair. You throwing punches, you gotta take some.
Right.
We're also going to talk about some stuff in the middle of the show about like promotions, stuff like that.
Today we're not covering things. Today is a stuff show.
Mostly stuff things.
Stuff
yes.
and occasional junk.
Not so many things.
Yeah, but a lot of stuff. So we'll be talking about a few things in the middle of the show, like that. Stuff. Anyways, and then because like a big thing that we're going to talk about is Golden Rhino Games is up and operational. We're hoping to get an inside scoop.
Golden Rhinos, I believe, is what we need.
And we were talking to the owner before this whole COVID thing went down when he was like really almost there, and then it got slowed down majorly, and now he's on. It's off and running. So we're probably going to be showing a little bit more of his stuff in the future. I'm trying to get him to make me some videos, and this time I told him to keep at least a shirt on. I don't care if he Donald Ducks.
We know we'll get more ratings and better
if he Winnie the
views,
Pooh's
but
it, I'm not going to be upset.
We just gotta keep it PG, you know.
What's another cartoon animal that only has a shirt? So I said Donald Duck. We got Winnie the Pooh.
Did you have a shirt on? No, he has a tie.
He had a tie, which is even worse.
Yeah, which is real weird. Bugs Bunny had a shirt? What?
No.
What?
No.
None of them have
None
shirts.
of the Looney Tunes shit except
Dang.
for Bud, maybe.
Oh,
All the baby versions of them.
I said Bud.
She said FUD.
What? You said fuck?
Hey, we got the censor. Red call. That's our censor buttons now. Watch it.
Watch
Got
it.
this random lady just over here dropping S-bombs all over the place.
Yeah.
Fun bombs. Yeah.
Good old fun bombs. I think we're a few minutes into it.
You bought your bitch to the Waffle Hut?
Now you fucked up!
I think that we're gonna get kicked off of at least one. So this is kind of fun.
Some of you, yay.
This is kind of fun because we are actually streaming on 3 different platforms right now.
We're gonna
First
see
time.
which platform wins. This is a fucking
It's a
Duel to the death.
It's a platform off.
Like that's we're trying to figure out.
So you can follow us and subscribe on YouTube at Shops Closed Podcast. We're on Twitch, Shops Closed Podcast, and we're on Facebook, Shops Closed Podcast. So if you can't find us, you're not looking.
I mean, that's
or you look too hard.
If you're not telling your friends about our show already, then like why are you just watching it to keep it secret? Like
your little dark secret you keep.
Because that's weird. That doesn't even make sense.
Oh my God! I didn't know that all in they're banned in Norway or Sweden if they're not wearing pants. Oh.
I don't know about that. I don't think they wear clothes in Sweden.
I'm pretty sure that's like it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Question: do they arrest their animals for being naked then?
Yes, start going around. I'm sorry, Mr. Deer.
Pants and shirts required.
Anyways, what? Jesus, we also have like the Super versus the Sega that's going on today that we're going to be talking about in the second half of the show. So, holy crap, do we have a lot of stuff that we're going to get to talk about. And I'm really excited to actually talk about some of it. Not all of it. Like, I don't want to hear about Brian's memes. I'm actually...
I don't want to do it
Brian,
either. We can just
Brian
skip that
says...
part.
No.
I am looking
I think we
forward
could
to
just-
it.
See, we can't. Bronson has his heart set on it. And I'm quite frankly, I think that you're just the worst for doing that. For even trying to even do it.
Bruv, believe it.
Don't want to make me sad now, do you?
Hey, well, how did that song go that you were saying you were texting to me? You were texting me all you need is
Bruv, believe it.
Yeah.
It
Well, you
is
got to come to
rough.
believe it part. So
no. All you need is
Bruv, believe it.
bruv, believe it.
Bruv, believe it.
No.
That's what I know.
That's what I
There
do.
you go. Perfect.
As you can tell, we still got our soundboard. We still have all that stuff that we're going to be doing. So we got a fun show that's ahead of you. If you want to get in on the action, you can always talk in the comments. Share, like are very encouraged.
Down in
Sure, liking
that
art.
area.
And
I'm
like
assuming.
following us and like
Don't
stalking
follow.
us and like that's fine too.
Just
Leave us
the
alone.
bales of fan mail we receive.
Yeah, I'm
It's starting to block up the doors a little
like
bit.
the fan emails are actually making my hard drive heavy. So like you guys got to
Yes.
calm down.
I appreciate the double-sided dildos we've been getting from our fan. That has made my hard drive happy.
That was actually
My
from
hard
me.
drive. That's what you call it
Get it?
these
Get it?
days.
It's real bad, right?
It's a hard drive. Rock. I just started to make a song out of it.
Nice. I like that.
It's the worst. But yeah, I guess enough of our rambling and jambling. We should probably get to the show, right?
She gets to the serious rambling and jambling.
A rambling man.
He was a rambling man, they said. He was crazy. But they normally do videos. Why'd they stop doing videos? Did YouTube tell them that they can't do videos anymore?
Maybe they got shut down.
Oh, who is this guy now? What is this shit?
What the
This is
fisticuffs?
bullshit.
I
I'm
will
about
fuck
to get
you.
kicked off the internets for you coming on here and talking to me.
I'll pop you in the nose. I
Oh,
will.
well, come at thee.
Okay, I agree. You've won.
All the way from the Midwest, it's live Shops Closed Podcast. Featuring the band Racing Kane. Oh, hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
Stop the music.
We need the disclaimer. How are people going to know?
That shit. You guys were busy fighting. That's why that.
I've been just paying like separate announcers to go in there and like fight it, duke it out.
People off the street
But
sometimes.
before we actually do that, we actually we got our. I don't want to forget the people who send in their awesome voices to read this here slogan, which is our disclaimer at the beginning of our show.
In the podcast community, people all over the world gather knowledge and entertainment. Opinions of the topics. This show are something heinous. In the Midwest, a group is here to give you three the outrageous and ridiculous take on the world at large. This elite squad is Shops Closed Podcast. These are the topics.
Chang chang. Oh my God! How did we almost forget the disclaimer?
Holy shit!
What a big
You
dum
would have
dum!
been sued. by a
Oh,
parody.
it would have been horrible.
Big pile of dookie, I say.
It's live Shops Closed Podcast. Featuring the band Racing starting off the show in a real high note.
Hey. Never too much shit.
Can't. Oh, wait.
This is for the evening. Can't dance because I got ants in my pants. Mike J. Sursich. We don't know who it is. Oh,
Oh, hey, let's stop on that one.
Ryan
I like that.
Hick. Hope you're ready to catch some kind of stupid. You're ready to catch some kind of stupid today. Now sit back
It's not gonna hurt. I said.
and enjoy. Hi,
How's it going?
welcome it to another episode of Shops Closed Podcast, the podcast where we talk about stuff and things, and stuff. Today we got a lot of fun stuff going on for you, which includes and does not exclude some things called a little segment we called "What Does This Meme?" And I think that we're just gonna jump right the hell into it. What do you think, Brian?
I think that's a great idea, Mike.
Just try to get really like fake with it the whole time, like.
Please me.
Obviously, we are the best around.
Of course,
Nothing's ever going to get us down.
Nothing better than like.
Hey,
middle
Brian.
expense on
Brian.
the bubble.
Brian,
Hey, Brian?
Okay, here we go.
what does this mean?
This meme, I mean, we all hold Garfield in our heart as a toxic cancer that is eating part of our fourth artery. Or fourth.
The lasagna one, the one that connects to the
ventricle,
lasagnas.
whatever. I don't remember how the fucking heart works.
Is that a man shirtless dressed up as Garfield?
No,
No,
that
that's
is
definitely
Garfield without his shirt on. He was actually ripped.
So
That was a
there's
fat
this
suit.
Amazing.
Oh,
group,
shit.
This amazing group that everyone who hears this now should join. Called Garfield is Hot and I Want to Drink His Cum. That is the name of the group that I didn't.
I'm so happy that you go around to these sites and find these memes.
Yes.
I'm sorry that you actually get put into that. But you know the thing that I don't understand?
I don't share the bad shit. I only share the shit that's.
I think this is actually one of the ones that you did share on our profile.
I did share it.
And it upset me because Mondays are my favorite day of the fucking week because it's the day that Shops Closed does a goddamn show at 8:30 p.m. Central Time.
Why would you put a Garfield on a day like a Monday? He hates that. You know this.
You know this!
We're breaking down that fucking wall. That's what we're doing here. We're making Mondays great. We're making Mondays the best day of the week.
Brian,
Oh fuck!
what does this mean?
I don't think this one needs any description. Like
It really does. I don't understand. I don't understand. So, like,
Okay. All right.
Freddy's obviously
Hold on,
likes
come on.
flags.
You asked me what you need me to explain here.
Freddy kind of looks like he just likes flags. Like he's
You
a
know
flag
what?
collector.
That's the entire point of this meme. That's what I got out of it.
He
just
first he
really
got a
like-
black and white. He got a black and white U.S. flag, and then he
Mostly
picked up
red
and then he
flag.
picked up the Dixie
He didn't like
flag.
that design, and he was like,
I think
"No."
that's a different country,
And then he
Mike.
put a different one up, and
And then he's like,
"Oh,
oh, then I need this one too. And then there's a person. Who's the person?
Capitalism.
Capitalism.
The person incarnate.
Oh, I need you to explain it to me, Brian.
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
He hates and loves flags. He wanted to
Okay.
show his flag collection. I thought that was fucking obvious.
Okay. Well, hey, Brian.
Yes.
What does this mean?
Oh, this one? Oh, boy. That's again, you keep... See, there
I
are-
don't understand. Wait, is there supposed to be candy in that door?
Is it beyond the door? Are they at a factory?
I was out one night at the park. after
So this
dark.
is you. This is a
Never
picture
go to
you
the
took.
This
park
is you-
after
this is your
dark. I have
picture.
to rhyme to remember.
The
Never
park in the dark, and my name was.
You know, I was like,
Bart.
dude.
And I was hungry for
Brian has some
candy.
He's kind of skeezy looking, but I'm fucking. I like candy, and it was no candy.
I like it, the candy. What can I say?
There was
like it.
only sweet love in that band.
I like it, the candy. Let's do a little. Let's get a little.
Card act.
Well,
Yeah, I pulled the card out. Let Brian. Since I've been like putting you through the Bear Grylls, as I like to call
you
it.
really did. You totally did. I drank my own.
Would you rather die in an avalanche of croutons or die in a giant jar of mayonnaise?
Mmm.
Okay, first
That
of
is a
all,
good one.
I don't like either of these.
Well,
Oh, sucks to be you.
you know,
you
you're not,
had an
you're
easy way
dying
out.
either way. I don't think that you're really going to enjoy either
Well,
one.
croutons, they might
right.
cause a solid enough impact. Depending on how high you're falling from, mayonnaise would be a solid when you hit it.
No, you drowned in a jar of mayonnaise.
Yeah, but if you're
Yeah.
drowning in mayonnaise, that would take. I think.
You think that'd take a long time? I think
You
that
know how thick it is? As long as you're not swirling it up, it should be like a gelatinous jello. You just,
Right.
and then you slowly
but
sink
you
as it
eventually
heats
have
up
to
from your
have-
body.
And then the thing is, would I rather inhale
like
mayonnaise or be crushed by croutons? And obviously, the croutons. Now, shit. Here's the thing: am I horribly mangled by the croutons and then slowly bleed out, or am I just dead on it?
21 days.
Hold on.
or
So,
210
okay, you're
days,
actually
whatever that
asking
movie is.
questions now. It was 21 days. That was the agreement, right?
'Cause
21 days. You actually get attached. You get croutons. 21 days later, you die because obviously you live off of the crumbs of the croutons and
Okay.
and the water that's coming out from underneath you somehow.
That's
It
the-
might be your pee.
mayonnaise, though.
and
It
blood.
might be
It's
your
a mixture
pee.
of blood
I'll
and pee.
just inhale mayonnaise. I guess.
See,
I like the idea that before I jump in, I take one of those squeeze mayonnaise packets, and I just like inhale that real quick and fucking fall in dead already.
Preemptively mayonnaise yourself.
death by mayonnaise.
Yeah,
I'm not going out the way you want. I'll go out my way.
yeah. Fuck you guys. I'll show you. Or just shoot up with some mayonnaise real quick. Well, that gets my heart. Yeah.
Pure cholesterol.
Fuck you.
That's
Yeah,
dumb.
yeah.
Okay,
Kill
so,
myself
so
with mayonnaise. I
when
ain't
you,
a bitch.
okay, so when you kill yourself with
I know,
mayonnaise, there's actually something more to it. It's not.
God
It's
damn
not.
it, what?
It's not like fresh mayonnaise. It has fucking mayonnaise has eggs in it, dude.
No, you'll get salmonella.
And
too.
and what I'm saying is that you actually hold on. You actually it stinks and it's hot, and you get in there. So like you think that you're gonna like swallow it and eat it. You just start puking.
you got if you want to do
And
that.
then you'll be like ingesting your own puke and the egg and the mayonnaise, and that's how you
You
die.
can swim in mayonnaise.
You
Maybe
could.
You can.
It's like quicksand. I'd
I
compare
think
it to
that you would
quicksand.
move really slow, but you would definitely be able to swim in it.
Oh yeah.
Hey, random
Like
lady,
doggy
if you
doggy
swim in
paddle?
mayonnaise-
No, you want to be on your back. You don't want to get that dab of mayonnaise in your face every time you go down.
Mayonnaise, right? You'd be like, lady. I mean, this lady has spoken. You cannot swim in mayonnaise, so there is no like.
Trust me, I've done it. It's impossible.
Don't break my butt.
He's hitting my butt.
Tell her to stop breaking my butt.
You have fucked up now.
Fucked up. Now you're fucked up.
Nah, you
And this is where Brian gets a divorce. Anyways, so would you rather get divorced from your wife or? Oh, okay. Would you rather have have retractable claws or dreadlocks that can move around and grab things?
Dreadlocks that can move around and grab things.
Wolverine or
Yes.
snake hair?
Like-
Yes. Thank you, please.
Can you want them on your beard? So it can like feed you.
Awesome.
Well, technically, he can't have head dress.
Yeah.
So it'd
how
only
would you
be
have
beard.
dreads, dude? It's all on your poop. Okay, actually, that is it. It's not even. You want it on your beard, but it's all in your pubes.
All hair. All hair.
The dreadlock from your pubes, and it gets like pube hair on whatever it touches.
Pop up like fucking.
And the
just like grab a beer with my pubes and just drink it.
You'd have to really bend down. You'd almost break your neck.
that's how it would end up.
This holding it like, hey, ladies.
Hey, ladies, you don't even gotta touch it anymore. You can jerk it off with your own pubes. Or retractable claws.
Motherfucking Wolverine.
Oh wait, of Wolverine now.
Nah, I never said they were
Similar. I was using it as an example, like claws.
Do I get
Hand
They're
thing.
actually
Do I get the healing powers of Wolverine? Am I-
no,
it's
no.
more
You
like
get retractable claws.
kitty cat. Kitty cat claws.
But they're not like Wolverine claws that come through your knuckles. They not do that. They're claws that come out of your fingies.
Oh, your fingies?
Your fingy claws.
Fingies?
You know, like how cats have claws. Yeah, kind of like that. Except for they're incredibly brittle.
They like fall out.
Like
almost.
so you either have the retractable claws or the dread pubes that grab stuff for you?
Still
They have the mind of their own.
not even close. Not even close. I mean, that sounds great. I could jerk myself off all day with my pubes, and no one would know.
Just get friction burn. Oh, got another Indian burn down there.
It's pretty much just rope. Essentially, hair's just rope.
It's a
that's
rope
bundled
burn. No,
up.
that is probably not a PC thing to say anymore, is it?
No, it definitely is
You
not.
have
It
fucked
really
up now.
definitely is
Now you have
Well, as long as
fucked
it's
up.
not
You have fucked
the
up.
pre-latent
You have
term of
fucked
that
up now.
involving the other culture burn.
Just call me Mr. Butterfingers.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
What in God's name
Oh, don't do it again.
does this mean?
Dude, this meme,
What does it mean?
I...
This is just a Garfield fucking panel, isn't it? Like, it's not even a meme. Is this a meme?
Where the last sentence is fucked up, like, I honestly, like, the last part of it is just...
Why did they call it oven when you of in cold food out of how to eat the food? James!
It's one of them
Mr.
smarty
Jim.
people memes.
Mr. Jim Davis.
Uh,
God rest your soul, you son
He's
of a
not dead
bitch.
yet, unfortunately.
He's dead to
But
me.
he really is one of the worst fucking comic strip writers that's ever lived. And Garfield...
Landon's taking the fucking pubes, by the way. He took the pubes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude.
I guess people like friction
Dread
burn.
pubes, bro. Dread
Yeah, a
pubes.
little bit of
You
rope
know
burn
what?
on you. A little
I
rope
might
burn
just
on you.
do that now. I might just dread up my pubes.
Brian,
What does this mean?
what does this mean?
What does this mean?
Why are they all Garfield memes, by the way?
Because I got real lazy today.
I went to a Garfield and then this is what popped up.
I sent this at 9 a.m. I sent you the message at 9 a.m. saying, hey, sometime today get me 4 or 5 memes. And you're just like, phone it in, Garfield. So my 3 favorite things, motorcycle and sex, and tattoos, and pussy, and leather, and snakes, and beer. It's
And
way more than 3 things, by the way.
No,
Who
it's
likes
not.
who
It's
likes those
put
two things
together.
hand in hand? I like to wear me some leather and fuck around with snakes.
Fuck around with snakes and leather.
Can't
Oh.
think of a better fucking time with the bros. Put some
Oh wait, I
fucking
can
leather chaps
get
on,
drunk and
fucking
kick some snakes. Fuck yeah!
shakes, bro.
I don't care if they can poison me.
Brian, your memes were very Garfieldy.
Yeah,
And for a Monday, he would not approve. And on a Monday, he would not approve of us
If we
talking
do this
like that.
again, I promise to put in the same amount of effort. Maybe a little more, but at least the same amount.
I want to see at least 15.8% more from you.
That means you're gonna get at least one other Cartoon Network movie.
See, I know how to reason.
That would I mean, I probably should have done that to begin with. I think the Garfield wasn't even a good choice. I don't think anyone likes Garfield anymore.
Hey,
or-
I
Brian,
liked him, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know more.
yeah.
He's just
would
nostalgic.
you rather
yeah, I would.
swallow a live goldfish
Of
or
course.
a dead cockroach?
Also, when you swallow this goldfish, you become Johnny. Or what's his name? From Jackass. Steve-O.
Steve-O?
You,
Oh, you become
You
Steve-O.
become Steve-O. You eat a goldfish.
So if you eat the goldfish, you become Steve-O. If you eat the cockroach, you actually have baby cockroaches living inside you.
You become a cockroach factory.
You ever seen Joe's apartment?
Oh,
Think
yeah.
of that in your small intestines.
Pretty sweet. Do I get to listen to him singing the whole time?
You could.
That might be worth it. Yeah,
It's like-
if they're doing that.
I'm
funky
assuming you
howl-
hear a lot of little munching.
Only when you fart.
howl the entire
Only when you
time.
fart. So like whenever you fart, you hear their wah 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 wah.
What if I?
Oh, must be doing a
spread
dance
my
party.
cheeks
Ah.
apart? Can you hear them?
Are you talking with like those calipers, like what they use for like the vagina? Like you
Yes,
just put it
the
in there.
vagina.
You just put it in there, and you just rip it open. Put a loudspeaker in there.
Free
Yeah, you
music.
can hear them.
Okay, okay.
They got Spotify in there, yo.
I could make a fucking living doing that. Then. So I think
No
I
one
could
will
get
pay
a
you for it,
camera up
I'm
in
telling
there,
you.
like a colonoscopy.
No one will pay you for it. That's part of it.
I don't
actually.
think that's true. I don't
No, I'm
think
telling
I
you.
don't
That's what the card fucking says. No one will pay you for it.
It will be of your own consent, no money profit gained.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because also Peter would be on you about it.
Eat a goldfish, become Steve-O.
Devo is doing pretty good for himself.
He's not doing bad.
Hey, he's not doing bad now.
He's not too bad now. He's been sober a decade. He's been sober a decade, like.
Gotcha.
week.
Wink.
Hey, wait,
I mean,
wait.
not drinking.
Sober?
But he did just duct tape himself to a fucking billboard. I don't know if you guys saw that. But,
He duct taped himself to something?
last
A
week
billboard.
he got
I'm
paid by a
protesting.
sponsor.
This billboard sucks.
Yeah. So he stayed up on a billboard for like a day. That
With
was
tape.
tough. I mean, I don't know, guys. You're making this real tough. Do I have creepy ass weird shit in my guts, or am I fucking rich fucking supermodels? Gee, I don't know. I think
I don't
I'll eat
know.
a fish. I think I'll eat a fish, guys. I mean, now if you had said, "Do I get to have sex with a super sexy giant cockroach?"
Well, I forgot to tell you that Steve-O's actually impotent. You can't have sex.
Yeah.
That's actually probably true at this point.
That's what happens when you.
That's definitely true.
That's what happens when you let
Why do you
50
think
Cent push
why
you
do you
down
think
the
he's duct taping
staircase.
himself to
what?
fucking...
That's fine. You can
That's
just
fine.
learn that sting sex where you just think about it.
That
and
tantric sex?
Come in your face.
That's what I do. That's what I always do.
Right?
I did it 3 times since we started the show.
Think of a FICA.
Still think I'd
I
rather
need-
be Steve-O than have.
Now you have fucked up.
No, I actually fucked up because I came. You did good. Don't worry about it. They approve.
They are a little appalled though. That right side didn't like it too much. Left side loved
All right, that was fun. So, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, you can't do this to me. I can't. No. Okay. So yeah, man. Like, I don't know about you, but I've actually watched a few movies this week. I know that we
Watching movies? Nice. What you
Oh, the highlight movie of my week so far has been that Project Power, I think it's called, or Power Project. I think it's Project Powered with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Jamie Foxx. It's on Netflix.
I'm with you on this, Brian. I have no
It's
idea.
really. It's so what it's about is a pill
What's
that
it
gives
about?
a pill that gives the person superpowers for 5 minutes.
Oh.
But you don't know what the superpower
I
is.
saw a
until
commercial
you
for
take
that.
it.
Is that the red pill one that makes them like bust out into a superpower?
It's different for every person. It's
Wow.
crazy.
But
But
I've seen The Matrix.
it was very good. It was very good. Actually, it's probably one of the better like movies I've seen in a while.
It'd be like the Matrix if they were at like a rave all the time. They just had to keep popping.
It was really funny.
Keep the
just
party
because,
going.
Like,
So it's like
five,
The Matrix
five minutes.
played-
5
yeah,
minutes
yeah.
to use a superpower, Brian. What would
Yeah,
you?
what I'm-
Well,
Wait, hold on, time out. Did you just drop the "What did you do for superpower"?
No,
5 minutes. If you had a superpower for 5 minutes,
For 5
that's all you
minutes?
get every time
because
you pop.
that's what the power product. That's what it is.
When you pop the pill, you
You
get,
get
5
minutes, and then it's done. And
Or you-
some of them, like,
or you just
get
died
no
straight up
time.
instantly.
Oh no, I broke it. No time. I broke your system.
you can control time. Is
Pause
that?
time and just have the ability to fuck with time.
Isn't it random though? Or
Forever?
something?
It is.
Sounds
It is
great.
random, but like I give him
Okay.
a chance to
Give
pick
him-
his own. God damn it!
You
If
know,
I-
it's a
if I had-
possibility.
Yeah, but that's a terrible. I mean, great. So I live forever, and everyone else is paused. What a horrible.
Well, you can do seconds at a time, or you'd be like, "Hey, oh,
Well,
I love you.
I skip.
that
Like not slowly. Like,
I love you.
Basically,
was a good second. That was a good second. Now I got to think of the rest of the conversation that I'm going to be talking about later.
Okay, that's terrible. I don't know.
You seem nice!
Mike, I know that you, clearly of all people here, have thought of this more than anyone else. For 5 minutes, what power would you want?
Super speed.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd kill everyone.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I want to break supersonic in the middle of downtown Los Angeles and just blow the buildings apart just from running by them.
Yep.
Cause a
5 minutes.
hurricane behind you. you
I
know.
want to see if I can make it around the world in 5 minutes. I'll probably die in the ocean somewhere.
No, you could actually make it across, but you'd skip a lot
Yeah.
if
I
you
mean,
fell.
you know. Okay.
What? You don't like my answer? Fuck you,
No, I didn't
Mr.
say I don't
Time,
like your
Mr.
answer.
Oh, you got time control. I'm just trying to find
No.
those loopholes.
I-
Gotta get in that loophole. I got in there.
Time travel. We could do time travel. And just like
And
go-
we got banned from fucking YouTube because he started licking
Suggestive
his...
themes in a weird way. Toss
Tastes like
salad mode
tastes like
activated.
bleach for some reason. No, honestly, it tastes like bleach. Anyways,
I was doing laundry.
I was cleaning some stuff.
Okay.
But
No, that's-
check out our website, shopsclosepodcast.com, baby. This is where you can go and buy some merchandise, check us out, and help us out by purchasing some stuff, letting us know that you're out there, letting us know that you care. Because we care for you, we're hoping that you care for us. Huh? And even though you probably didn't understand half the memes that I like myself, we're here for you.
We just want to see good things for you. Just
Just
want to see you grow up, become a good person.
Blessings upon you.
Blessings upon you. Many blessings. We also have links to our Patreon on there where you can join for $1 or $3 a month. $1 gets you one entry into our sweepstakes for this sweet.
Gotta
for
term
this
it right.
Sweet fucking
We got-
Necromunda
I mean-
box that you could have gotten. Anyone out there can still do this. And you share it, you get an entry to win this. Like that's free. This is $100.
whole box.
What the fuck is the matter with you? Share the fucking video.
If I put $100 bill on the screen and say if you share this you can get it, you'd probably share it.
And I'm no Cardi B. I'm not giving away $10,000 this fucking episode. Or what was it? Ice Cube did the same thing. Oh, I'm just giving it up to the people who need it.
Well, Captain Sparkles just does it for popularity. I'm so rich I could just do it every
I
day.
like that they're just fucking eating food like a bunch of like. There's
Oh,
no
you've
way
seen
that
these.
shit is real.
You've seen these, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Where they're just like,
Oh, that's Cardi B right there. She's Cardi. That's a
a
Cardi B. That's Cardi B.
I'm gonna get some money.
I'm colorblind, guys. I'm sorry.
I have invert vision.
You know a WAP when you see one. That's the problem. You know, I gotta
What?
say, guys, it's a whole box of stuff. It's like a whole box, 2-team rules, all the stuff we need. I mean,
Scenery. They even have like games, other things that you can do. It has all the dice. It has like
Got a-
blast
look-
templates.
look
It
literally.
has rulers. It has
Play the game.
everything you need to play the game.
Except for paint if you wanted to paint them. But that's easy to get.
Yeah, or you can use them for like whatever gang that you have going on for your own Necromunda. Or if you're just starting to get into the hobby and want to put some stuff together, they have really easy instructions. Lets you put them right together. It tells you how to put them all together. Gives you cards for all the people. It is super awesome.
It's a quick
and
game to
sharing this, or subscribing or following or liking this video will
being
get
straight up
you
cool.
a straight up entry into this. Which is, like I said, if you wanted to just get multiple entries, you can go on to our Patreon. You can put $1 or $3. $1 gets you one entry. $3 gets you 5. Anything over 10 for the custom entries gets you 15 entries. So that's pretty good. So if you put 20, if you donated $20, you have 30 entries into this drawing that's going to be happening at the end of August. I suggest sharing and trying to get it in. Even if you want to take it, we send it to you, and you sell it on the goddamn internet. You'll
we
still
don't care
make.
what to do with it.
We don't care what you do with
I
it.
mean, it's real.
Oh my god, we got people that just liked us for that. Thank you very much, whoever liked it.
Use a
I
bomb.
appreciate you liking it and
Yeah,
loving it.
Take our crap. That's all we really want. Follow us and take our crap.
It's a box of stuff. Watching Brian to clean up.
Hey, Brian, what else you got at your place?
What do you got over there?
Hold on, all right.
I got this.
Up next on our next
Oh, is this
raffle.
Craigslist?
Our next raffle coming up.
No, you met up with Craig this week, huh?
Oh, dude, I gotta find it now. Shit.
Come on, we had this plan for months. Show the product we talked about.
Remember all those products?
Supply that product we already.
Oh,
I
them
got a
products.
box of War Machine, guys. You want it? It's yours.
Could
Get a
be
hold
yours.
of it somehow. Let me know you want it.
You stalk me down, you get one entry.
It's missing one guy.
Oh no, because you had to pay for the whole thing.
That's it. Yeah.
The other thing I want to talk about The other thing I want to talk about is Goodbye Monkey. Hashtag Goodbye Monkey. If you're seeing this on the screen, type in hashtag Goodbye Monkey for us to give us a little bit of encouragement.
Do it.
It is a space adventure comedy action comic that's coming out that I created by me, written by many, mostly me for the first episode, I suppose, or the first issue.
I'm not.
And then
It's you, Mike.
That's a different department than me. I don't know.
But this man, he's going to be the animator for it, and then
Illustrator.
Illustrator, yeah.
I'm not making a cartoon,
bro.
you guys. You know how much work that I'll be here for like a year. I won't be able to do podcasts with you. I'll be busy working.
So we're done with the storyboard for the first issue. It will be available for pre-order on Amazon Prime, probably by the end of this year. We will be posting stuff into our Instagram, which is at Goodbye Monkey Comics on Instagram, if you want to check out some pictures there. We're also going to be starting a Discord pretty soon for this very Shops Closed podcast, and we're going to have a whole section in there that's just going to be talking about like story ideas and like weird crap that I plan on just typing up and trying to get some suggestions from you if you ever want to get involved in trying to help make a comic. It could be something that could happen. But Goodbye Monkey is about a hero who is trying to avoid his or her, like that. That was a nice save. A hero that tries to avoid the destiny. The destiny that is set up for them. By doing.
Isn't that what we're all trying to do?
Kind of, yeah. But like
But they're doing it better.
But doing a lot of like illegal substances to try to forget what's going on.
Maybe not better, but different.
It's kind of like the modern day alcoholism. Anyways, but pretty much trying to ignore this monkey that is trying to push him or her. God damn it. They push them in the direction.
The words. Use them the words.
Anyways, Goodbye Monkey is going to be really fun. We got a lot of funny comic jokes that are going to be in there. We got some cool action sequences, killer story so far. Really excited to move forward with it and try to do more with it.
Heck, it's got ghost TVs and the galore. What more are you asking for?
Could have ghost
Y'all
TV.
got them comic jokes?
Oh,
We got them comic jokes. Are you?
we got them big
Now
booty
you have
comic
fucked
jokes.
up.
Are you making fun of me?
Now you fucked up.
Are you making fun of me?
Now you
not
have
trying.
fucked
I
up.
feel like you're making
You
fun of
have
me.
fucked up now.
Make it funny.
He's hitting my butt.
I'm
Oh,
trying to make
He's
it
hitting my
funny
butt.
joke.
he's beating my butt.
I'm sorry you feel that
He's
way.
breaking my butt. He's breaking my butt.
Brian, quit breaking his
Quit
butt,
breaking
please.
my butt, Brian.
I didn't mean to break your butt.
Just call me Mr. Butterfingers.
Anyways,
That makes sense.
it doesn't. You shut up and let me do my own fucking thing.
If someone's wailing on your butt and at the end they're like, oh, whoopsie. He's like, no, you were committed to it.
You needed to get the rest of the bit, and that is how Abraham Lincoln died, being hammered in the butt.
Hey,
Oh, God damn it. Look at that thing. I can't touch it because there's another screen in the way.
do you want me to get rid of my screen?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we in your way,
Tab-
mister?
Oh, promo code Chop Code. Oh, wait, shit. No, that's gone. Now it's just us. I don't know. I think I'm going to tell you about this thing. This thing. This sweet app right here. Get it going. Tavor. It's wonderful. You should download it on your phone. Get the app on your phone and use it. Do you like beer? I like beer. Here's beer. This is beer. This is a great beer from Chicago, Illinois. If you use Tavor, they've actually... For real, dude? Really? Wow. Okay. I can stop. They've actually shipped this beer to places. And it's a beer you could possibly get from Tavor, depending on what they have in stock. You have to go into that app and check out what they have. They have all kinds of beers. And whatever is fresh is sold out. I can't read words right now. It's sold out quick. So get the fucking app, set it up for the alarm, I guess, or you get like a little a reminder that something is in stock.
Notifications.
Know what you want. Why'd you do that? Notification? Thank you. You get a
Trying to help ya.
notification letting you know when the beer
Click the
is
like and the subscribe. And don't forget to ring the bell.
God damn it, dude! I was giving you time. I thought you guys were trying to fucking. You needed some time. Tabor.
That's a lot of nuts.
Straight up. If you use Chateau's promo code, you'll get $10 back on your first $25 purchase. Now, that means $10 in free beer, and it comes directly to your fucking house. Which, honestly, during this plague, we all know you shouldn't be out at all, and you should be home getting drunk off of beer you're from Tabor.
If you're not,
Stupid!
you're stupid.
So stupid.
Stupid!
You fucking income fucking poop.
But you could be totally cool and like Tabor, right?
We'll forgive you for your transactions.
Yeah, I know it's that easy.
Forgiven.
Hashtag Tabor.
I can't do this anymore. The llama has to die, to be honest. I'm going to take the batteries out of this thing.
Don't do
We
it.
haven't even sold the shirts yet. We gotta sell the shirts first.
God damn it, you're
How are we ever gonna afford that outing that we were gonna do?
We were gonna go kayaking in the summer. Remember that?
Promised me this year.
Sorry, guys. Broke my promise to keep.
Last thing I actually did want to talk about is goldenrhinogames.com. You should check them out. goldenrhinogames.com is where you can go and check out Ian's new shop that he opened. He has a lot of pre-orders and stuff like that. It is in Michigan, Lower Michigan to be precise. I wish I could be more precise, but
Lower
I can
Midwestern?
I can
Lower
never
Michigan?
pronounce. I can never pronounce that
There's
fucking.
a Lower Michigan? I thought it was all upper. I thought all of Michigan was upper. I didn't know there was.
It's above you. Yes, you're right. It's almost all above you right now. But
Nobody lives down
no one
by
lives
the edge.
down.
Yeah.
You know.
Bottom of the lake. That's
No one
gross.
lives there. Anyways, goldenrhinogames.com. Check him out. We're going to be doing some more features of him later and his store. But, Brian, you are off the screen, sucker.
Oh no! The camera's broken.
Pocket sand.
So
Guys,
now's the chance that we're going to be talking about the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. So these two came out relatively around the same time, around 91, 92. They both had
16-bit?
16-bit, and they were both.
Oh, that's so advanced.
Hey, compared to that 8-bit
For the
from the
time?
last
That's
one.
2 times
So-
the bits. That's 4 more colors.
Also, you may notice that they learned to stop making front-loading game systems at this point.
Because everybody was tired of VCRs at that point.
So they're both top loaders. These are first gen ones. They had different ones that launched later. Coolest thing about the Sega is that it actually had like a volume button and a headphone jack.
You could plug it in, set it to quiet. Your parents, they don't even have to
never
hear it.
even fucking know.
Oh my god, you guys.
And then the Super Nintendo has like a release thing for like the gray button in the center here. It's a release for the actual games itself, so that also had like a locking mechanism for your games, so like it would stop the game from coming out.
But that was just a precursor from the Famicom, because it also was a top loader with a button. It's just so you're not like messing with the cartridge while you're pulling it out improperly.
Well, think about all
It's got more to do
those
with,
regular
like-
Nintendo games that you just
Yeah.
fucking messed up.
The original Nintendo, you would have to eventually have to stuff like cardboard into it to get the cartridge to stay down to like actually fucking do it.
Actually,
I don't remember having.
I got a quick fact for you.
Ooh.
Technically, for the original Nintendo, you didn't have to push the cartridge down. You could just push it in and hit the power button, and it would play the game.
Oh god.
It's just
damn.
over the time they've degraded so much that you actually have to push them down so everything makes contacts with the pins.
But
And now you fucking know, assholes.
so
Don't
the
say we didn't do
controllers.
shit.
You
The
got
controllers
learned.
that they came out with for these systems are very different in multiple ways. Similar in semi-shape, so they're kind of like the double ovals. But
I'd like to say
Sega
that
actually,
Sega
I
had
think
the
eventually
Batman
made
style.
Yeah, Sega had like a batarang kind of grip to it, and it also had a significant less amount of buttons compared to a Super Nintendo.
But that's
So-
because I believe the Sega went more towards the arcade pad style of gaming, where it has 3 buttons in a row and a joystick on the left.
Eventually, they actually launched more advanced versions of the controller with 6 buttons, plus like bumpers and a select button. Because the Sega originally didn't have a select button. It has a start button, ABC, and it has the directions. It was the simplest fucking controller on the market.
1 button less than Nintendo. Easier.
No, way less than Nintendo. Because Nintendo, the regular Nintendo? I'm very sorry. I didn't mean, thought you were talking about the Super Nintendo. So the Super Nintendo had its bumpers on the top, so one of the first systems to actually have bumpers on the controller, plus the 4 plus the starting to select, plus the actual the thing that moves you.
The
The D-pad.
That
D-pad.
I just didn't want to use that kind of language on this
I
podcast.
understand that.
We're trying to stay on all three of these streaming sites. So,
Do
so
they understand irony?
when you look at these two systems, you would automatically think that the Super Nintendo is a little bit more advanced, just because it has more buttons means that you're gonna have to do more.
It does have that classy gray, but makes it look a little more toyish. Like
Yeah.
It does look like a
The
toy.
Sega looks like some weird alien shit.
almost modeled after an alien ship
Yeah.
slash like a nice Corvette with a bubble top.
Right.
The
Got
Sega.
curves on that thing. Baby.
Some vents on the side that don't do nothing.
A fun fact about Sega Genesis actually is that did you know that the controller ports for the Sega Genesis are the exact same as the Atari?
Oh, I've actually wondered that too because I've seen so many things.
It's the same pin setup and everything.
Seven-
It's actually something that
8-pin, I
they
believe?
just fucking took it and ran with it. And I can't tell you how many Sega controllers have been ruined because of that pin system. By the way, Sega actually was notorious for their controllers dying and breaking because of plugging them in and unplugging them. So it's almost like they should have done like the Famicom and just been like, they're in the system already. Just keep them there. And then your controllers get shit.
Have you ever had one of those pins break off into your controller port? That is the worst because it's like not only one thing broke.
I was very lucky.
Two things are
I have
fucked up.
I've had a pin remover thing.
But then that port's like messed up. You have to like.
my dad was an electrical engineer.
Oh, sorry, you just soldered that shit back on.
Shit, bro. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Well, that's actually a lot of my systems. He actually fixed my PlayStation when it fell off of a 20. It was like a 20-foot like drop, and it hit like a cement floor.
I was doing some balcony gaming,
And he
you know,
made
as a
it
kid.
so like it would work if you tapped the reset button twice. It would like bypass something and make the game work. And I was like, that's crazy. But yeah,
That's pretty
but
cool. That is pretty cool.
these two
Your dad was
systems-
like a superhero, basically.
for 5 minutes at least.
Yeah, worth it, yeah.
Until I dropped my
So
PS1
these
on
two
him.
systems here both came out, like I said, around the same time. Brian, I'll bring you back in here.
Oh my god.
Drop the lever.
For that.
buddy.
I don't have any shorts on.
Oh, don't
Well,
look,
good
I'm
thing
not
that
ready.
It's all fucking above the waist that we're looking
Yeah,
at.
I'm gonna be
So, okay,
Opening secret
Brian, would you
camera.
rather? We got some commercials set up here,
Got
so we
another
can look
would
at
you
some of this
rather-
stuff. So, would you?
Wait,
No. I guess kind of. Would you rather see Sega Genesis commercial or a Super Nintendo commercial?
Which one are you a bigger fanboy of?
He was a Super
I'm
Nintendo
a
boy.
bigger fan. I only had the one system, so I'd rather see the Sega first.
Nope, we're doing
And
Super
do we
Nintendo.
have
I don't even
No,
give a fuck
we're
about
gonna
anything.
let it
Are we
end.
rocking? Is this Paul
No, we're not gonna
Rudd?
play this whole thing. It's like 21 fucking videos, but
Yeah, we'll be here for like hours.
Oh, okay.
like the graphics compared to like the previous systems, obviously fucking miles ahead. And I like how Super Mario is just like the big thing for this. So this system actually had 21 games at launch, which is humongous. And they also had a bunch of like classic like revamps of their people, like Mario, for instance. They had Zelda. They had a whole ton of things. They had the characters. And they had the stuff that you actually needed to build like a better console against Super Mario Brothers. I remember playing that game used to just make my fucking day. When I went over to a friend's house that had a Super Nintendo, we'd be like, "Can we play Mario?" And they'd be like, "I guess." And be like, "It's so good." And they're like, "Whatever."
Hey Mike, did you ever know anybody that dressed like anybody in these commercials? Just wondering.
That was me. I dressed like all of them.
I had that weird like
Yeah.
I had a weird wig that did this.
weird wig.
Oh,
I did have.
this is a game that came out later. Actually, I'm not gonna. Fucking Mario RPG.
Eagle Boy.
No, Mario RPG was such a good fucking game, by the way.
I'd say the dankest game. It's Final Fantasy of Mario. It's
What?
just-
So, needless to say, Greg was freaky.
What the
Yeah,
fuck? Like, I would never buy that game from that commercial, even back then. Right? I'd be like, I'm never playing that game. That was terrible.
You never played Mario RPG?
No, I never did.
Oh my
it is seriously one of the best fucking games on the Super Nintendo.
with a great soundtrack on
Great
it.
soundtrack,
Great characters.
You like RPG games?
Yeah.
It is like a classic RPG with Mario aspects to it.
turn-based attacks.
So good.
random encounters
The
that you can
coolest
see
thing
on
about
screen.
it is, like, you know, in those games when you used to play like classic games, you'd be like, I'm gonna hit the A button right when it slashes on the screen, and maybe it'll help my guy get a critical hit, and it never did. Well, there's actually the whole concept of that game is that every new weapon gives you more. That if you hit it, time it perfectly, you can make like giant combos.
And that's where Final Fantasy VII got it.
It was so cool. But yeah, it was a Square Enix game.
Yep.
Or Squaresoft.
The last
time.
of the Square Enixes on the Nintendo. Because that's when they're
Squaresoft
like,
was it?
we're
It was
going to
Squaresoft.
PlayStation.
It was Squaresoft.
Yeah,
It was Squaresoft, but went to Square Enix, so people,
Right.
they know the peeps.
I like that. Either that or SimAnt, right, Landon?
Hey, don't joke. We
Hey,
used to rent
Matthew!
that all the dang time from our rental place. Like, no joke. It was a really entertaining game once you got into it.
Yeah, well, actually, Landon, you say that they can't make it because it's a co-op project. That's actually coming to an end pretty soon. So that actually, they might end up like using some of the characters to make another Mario RPG. Technically, Paper Mario was supposed to be the second version of Mario RPG that came out. Anyways, we're getting way off topic.
That's the
because we
future.
still have.
What? That
'Cause
sounds
we-
exactly.
We got more good commercials for your eyes to
Because I
please.
gotta show you some Sega ones here. Yeah. Now we're gonna get kicked off YouTube.
Oh man, this is gonna be stricken like bam, like 2 beats in, it was stricken.
For real though, that was actually a really fun game on the Sega Genesis.
One of the few games I've never actually played.
They
Play that game?
No.
so I don't know why that was the first one that they showed on here.
I was never a big MJ fan back in those days.
But honestly, the Sega Genesis came with, they only launched with about 18 to 20 games. And some of their games are like Super Hang On and all. They're actually naming most of them right here. Just really good games that came out. Not even.
Yeah, I actually got that game. The booklet in that thing is heavy as crap.
Yeah, man, they're real games, man. Like this, the Shining Force Japanese commercial. Shut the force.
Send the force through.
Oh, I forgot to do that. I pulled it right off on the Sega. Anyways, so the Sega Genesis actually had 900 games at launch for it by the end of its whole run, but lasted significantly less than the actual Super Nintendo because the Super Nintendo only had 750 games that came out for it. I think it's like 728 or something like that.
I
So
believe
like
it's
a weird
because
number.
their faulty core blast processing wasn't up to code for the Sega.
The
Yeah.
Sega actually had like that. I can't remember. I don't think it's called the Core Bra. I can't remember what
They
it's called.
advertised it like it has dual core blast process.
It actually
blows
has-
the Super out of the
actually
water.
does have a faster processing system than the Super Nintendo, and that's why like Sonic was such a big thing for it, because it could load the entire thing when you're moving instead of having it clip off at the end like classic games. And like when you run with Mario and Mario and stuff like that, it doesn't process it as fast as like Sonic would or like some of those games would. So the Sega had a superior processing speed compared to it, even though it was only like that much better than what it was.
It took Super Nintendo games to put an R7 chip into games to give them those good effects. Essentially, they had to pay more to make a good game.
Yeah. And the Super Nintendo, even though it only had like 700 and something games, also had adapters for other systems like Game Boy. Like the Super Game Boy was something that came out for it. So the Sega had a lot of cool things that came out for it too. Like I mentioned previously in episodes, the Sega Channel was huge. They also eventually switched to a different model. Same with the Super Nintendo. They
Got a
didn't
little
use
smaller.
These models.
Yeah.
A little smaller, little sleeker.
They also made some additional ports for that. You can use the Master System games. You can use a 32X, which had a very short life, but has
Very
like a
short
dozen
life.
games for it that enhance its performance. And then there's the Sega CD that plugs into every system. Fat model, small model. It's got a standalone model.
And the Super Nintendo really didn't have anything that really added on to its gameplay as much.
Even though there is a little door flap on the bottom.
That's because they originally were thinking about going with disc games, that they were going to try to do a disc thing for.
Oh,
which they eventually did after the Nintendo 64. And when the Nintendo 64 came out, Sega was like in the transition of making 4 other systems.
Well, I think
They doing
also
the Jaguar or whatever.
That was their first
Jaguar
one.
was before the Sega Genesis.
no, it might be.
Because I think they were cartridge games, and they're kind of.
It was similar to Sega.
That's one of the few systems that Sega I actually did not follow. But the Sega Genesis had a shorter lifespan just because of the projects that they tried to do in the middle of making the Sega. Where like they were making like the attachments for the 32X, like Bronson said, the Sega CD,
Sega Saturn. They were already
Saturn, yeah.
starting on that one.
And when the Sega
Nomad.
Saturn came out, that's when the 64 was coming out too. And the 64 came out around the same time that PlayStation started coming into the game.
Yeah.
And then same with
But Nintendo did try to merge with PlayStation. They did get one prototype out before they canceled their agreement and started their own project, which made their own PlayStation system. Because there is a Nintendo Nintendo PlayStation. It has a disc drive in the bottom. You can only play the cartridge games because it wasn't up to specs.
Wow.
Someone bought it for like hundreds of thousands of dollars from Dubai, I'm guessing.
Oh.
Is this just like a prototype that exists? Is
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
on?
So-
Yeah, that's cool
When-
as shit, dude. Like,
When you're looking at these two systems, it's very actually hard to tell who actually won the actual console wars
Nintendo.
in this particular era. They both had very good sales.
And to be honest,
And Nintendo had a blood ban on it, so like there wasn't any blood in there. Sega was cool with it. They had a lot more independent game creators that were making games and doing random stuff that you could actually do with it. With the smooth motion of like Echo the Dolphin and stuff like that. The colors on the Sega I feel like were better, but I feel like the sound on the Super Nintendo, like the MIDI files, the soundtracks that they made,
it didn't crunch as much when it got compressed.
It trumped every. Oh man, that's a fucking awful thing to say now, isn't it?
it's trumped it. Yeah.
No, because it didn't do that. It didn't
Put it
just
on.
destroy it and make it go bankrupt.
Yeah.
No, it surpassed the Sega's ability to make some really good sounds and not to mention the Sega only had like a few things that like I think Lethal Enforcer's guns. While like they did the same thing for the Super Nintendo that had Lethal Enforcer's guns, they also had Mario Paint. They also had the Super Scope. They did a lot more with their system than Sega did for like attachments. But
Well, they got a lot of third-party love, though.
well, if we look back at like our previous episodes or like the history of Nintendo, you're gonna see from the very first Nintendo system, they were like, "Hey, let's make accessories for this."
Yeah.
And then later on, when the Wii comes into play, you're like, "Oh, they really never got rid of that idea, did they?"
There's only one I saw that I never saw get recreated in any form. That's the Impact Vest, which if you were playing like a shooting game, it would make a rumble like you got shot.
Oh yeah.
That was something that's still like barely tapped back into as a market because it's like, who wants to get hit in the side?
Sounds great. Playing fucking
Laura,
Call of Duty and all the
I'm
stuff.
glad that I'm glad you're losing your shit over the Echo the Dolphin reference. Because quite
Dude, that
frankly,
game was
it was very complicated. But Echo the Dolphin was actually one of the launch titles for the Sega Genesis, which is humongous because it was beautiful.
Oh, it looked amazing.
It was, and like same with like all the games that came out with it. Like Sonic was like super clean.
Super
it was like
bright colors.
There was some game. I guess Super Mario Brothers is like the most solid game in my mind on the planet. The game that came with this system alone made this system worth having. Sonic, on the other hand, after you played it for like a month, you were done. Like I don't. After playing Sonic 1, I played that. I beat it once, and I was like, I'm done doing this. And then the second one came out, and it was kind of cool because you could play 2 players, kind of.
Yeah, take turns. You like take
And that was
turns.
another thing
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the Super Nintendo is that it was more of a friend-based system. They wanted you to play with other people, while you've seen a lot more like single-player games on.
Heck, there was no
Sega.
4-player games for the Sega.
That's true.
At least the Super got a multi-tap port.
Multi-tap, yeah. But the Sega did have games that were multiplayer. Obviously, they did have a lot of like games that were specifically for the Sega. Like I think it was what the fuck was it? It was Spider-Man something Syndrome. I can't remember what it was called. There's a few games that were specifically for just the Sega that were multiplayer. But again, there was like a ton more for the Super Nintendo that were like multiplayer. That I just remember just getting together with my friends and playing like fucking Contra and like all that stuff on the Super Nintendo. And then like they did have a Contra on the Sega as we shown in our previous episodes. But at the same time, this was the Alien Wars game for the Super Nintendo is probably one of the best Contra games out there.
It's essentially definitive of the Contra the Third.
Honestly, I'm a Sega kid at heart, but I think that the Super Nintendo has a lot more staying power and growing power. I say that, and then I'm thinking about like 4 or 5 games for the Sega that is just like
there's a lot of games for the Sega that weren't even readily available in your area of the states.
Yeah.
Like some places just got super good games, and like they just didn't make it our way.
Or you just were cool and got a fucking
now talking
cool
about
dad that goes business trips.
We're putting a value on these systems, like a nostalgic value. Like the games, they're fun, and if you play them again now, they'll bring that back for you and everything else. But like, honestly, their earlier systems, like, it's gonna be hard to say like the product A is better than B when you have memories with both or one stronger.
Statistically, though,
more
like,
biased towards one
think,
or the other.
I think the Super Nintendo definitely made more money out of the two, and that's mostly just because of the blockbuster game
They were
titles
better at marketing
of
too.
Mario
They made
Kart.
Sure their shit was
I
available.
don't know if they were that
Kart.
great at marketing. Like, I think that Sega did almost a better job marketing for Nintendo than
To be honest,
Nintendo did.
I loved Sega commercials. I never owned a Sega, but every time I saw one, it made me happy just watching it. It's like, oh, they put a lot of effort into that.
Think about the game. Think about the Game Gear commercial where they literally took Game Boys and they like wiped up dog shit. Like that right there is incredible marketing for Nintendo. Like the multiple things that you can do with the Game Boy now.
It was like they had so much smug that it's like, even if we advertised it for free, they won't go anywhere.
And they totally beat their ass in that handheld. So they beat their ass in the handheld market, but it was definitely a close race with these two. But at the end, it looked like Super Nintendo probably had like a little bit more staying power just because of all the dynamite titles that it has.
But I think Nintendo also had the fucking like infrastructure and shit set up to do this, right? Like
they were a card trading company at one point. You know what I mean? Like who fucking knows? Like,
well, I mean, but they Nintendo.
They both derive from Japan, but it's just that I think they just had a earlier start in like the company kind of thing than the Sega did.
But that was our little dive into both of these two things. We're going to take more in-depth dives onto both the Sega and the Super Nintendo in coming episodes. I think
might stream some games. You never know.
There's actually a possibility we're working on an OBS structure to be able to stream some stuff differently, and I'm pretty excited for it. But it also means that we're going to do some games.
It'll be more of a freelance scheduling for those when you can find time.
It'll be like stuff that's going on, and like we plan on doing a Time Crisis 3 from the PlayStation Move. That's like one of the first top big hits that we want to do. Just have that play, and then we're going to take some polls and see what people think that we should play next. Who maybe we'll talk about like what system do you think we should play? Should we do some classic? Should we go more like recent?
We got pretty much almost all the consoles.
I only have two like rules that I will only play. That I won't play is no Call of Duties
and no Atari.
No Call of Duties and no football game. No, I get not football. Like,
no Call of Duty, no Madden.
No Call of Duty, no Madden. Those I should say no Fortnite either, just because I'm really tired of seeing these streamers play this.
Well,
you could just.
I want to play. I want to stream games that people aren't streaming.
Right. I think.
But you have to be getting like indie games or like betas or something like that.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Box Classic.
Jesus Christ.
I can
start investing in these games.
I will scat the shit out of those things.
Oh,
Anyways, So our OBS system is going to be running probably in the next 2 months, which means that we're probably going to be just using this StreamYard account for paint and hangs because it's very easy to get people to join in with a paint and hang. But otherwise, we're going to be doing our show on OBS, which is going to be pretty cool, which means that we're going to be streaming games as well, which is pretty awesome. Who knows, maybe even during the episode, we will put like a little stream thing in the corner where we're like Bronson's over there playing fucking Tetris or something like that. I don't know. Hey. YouTube's going to kick us off. Anyways.
You didn't do it already. You just definitely didn't do
we've
it.
been off. We've been off for the last 45 minutes. Actually,
You and your beautiful auto-tuned voice.
but
What was it again? Because we were not.
before we are all done here, I want you to take the time, if you're actually watching this whole episode or catching the end of this episode, take the time to follow and like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on YouTube, huh?
Ring bells,
and then
subscribe.
Yeah, and then on Twitch, you could also follow us and like us on there too. You could subscribe, even though I don't think that we have a subscription thing yet. You could totally follow us though, like a stalker that you are.
Hit the good buttons.
Hit those good buttons and just be our friend, and just know that we're going to be coming out with a Discord pretty soon, which is going to make all this so much easier to watch our stuff. And contact us, be involved in the show, give us ideas, we'll give you some funny stuff back. Yeah, I guess that's really it. I want to make this clear. I want to make this clear, Brian. We don't need your ideas, but we want your ideas. So, like, if you got an idea and you're like, you're just trying to get me to write your show. No, we can write our show. Don't worry about that. But
If you want to be
if
cool,
you want to be a part of this show or have an idea that you want to put in here, maybe you can get a hold of us and let us know.
come on, man. I thought you were cool, man. I thought you were cool.
Believe it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching us today, or tonight, or this morning.
Wherever you are.
Wherever you are, whenever it is. My name is Fred Furberger.
I am John Stalinsky.
Gilbert Finkelstein.
Dilbert Finkelstein. This has been another amazing episode of Shops Closed. Thank you so much for watching, and join us next week at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, or you can find us on check out our paint and hangs on Friday at 10 o'clock p.m. Central Time.
Or watch our videos that are always there and always playing.
Mm-hmm.